What's cracking, y'all?
Cracking,
T.W.S. tune.
It's your boy Sway Shadows. It's your favorite show, Slippery
Slope. You already know. We're back at it again. Hey.
We be doing that. We be climbing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we try to stay consistent.
Definitely steady moving, man, with all these crazy little things we be talking about. And just like every other time, today we got a couple other hot topics off the noggin.
You know?
Look alive.
Look alive. So today, this week, in this moment, you know, I find myself just kind of wondering about the here and now. You know what I mean?
Here and now.
The things that are like going on in this very moment. The issues, the struggles, the joys, the relationships. It's the beauty of the climb itself on this level, on this particular step in my climb. You know what I mean? Too often we're in a rush to find the next step. We're in a rush for the next big thing. We're worried about feeling as though we're winning all the time. You know, but are we basking in the glory of each step? You know, are we living in those tranquil moments that give us rest? You know what I mean? Or are we just constantly wondering, scrolling through social media, running around, just looking for the next thing and not really appreciating right now?
I feel you, man. That's real shit. Because a lot of people be on that type of shit, bro. Because it's like, instead of that, appreciating what you got and making do with the cards that are dealt for you and shit, motherfuckers always trying to look for the next thing when, nigga, you're not even stable enough to even fuck around withstand that blessing yet. You know what I'm saying? Because God really puts us through tests daily, weekly, monthly, annually, my nigga, and you will be tested and constantly, and you don't know it. But you feel it.
You just gotta get through it.
Because you feel that shit that you gotta, like, you feel like, oh damn, I gotta level up somehow, but you can't. My nigga, you gotta finish the first joint first.
It's because you ain't finished with the step that you at. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like in a game. They don't open up the next level until you done conquered this map.
All right, you need that 1 star.
Solved all of these puzzles. Found all of these treasures. You know what I mean? What about the treasure right in front of you? You're so focused about the treasure that's 100 yards down. What about the one that's at your feet? What about the mountain that you're on? You know what I mean? Because it's one path with many mountains, but you gotta take them one step at a time. You know what I mean? And you gotta bask in each moment. You know, in each moment that will give you the opportunity to rest, to learn something new, to appreciate someone new, to appreciate someone old. You know what I mean? We have to take the time to make these moments beautiful. You know what I mean? We got to put beauty into the world that we want to see. You know, and that's true in any aspect of life. You know what I mean? Politics, business, home, you know what I mean? Parenting, school. Just put the beauty into it. You'll find it. You know what I mean? And someone else will be able to find it too.
Oh, shit.
Thanks to you.
Definitely slippery slope.
It's a slippery slope.
Comes fast. You won't even know it if you're focusing on them first couple steps and you focusing trying to finish that. Doors keep opening after you open that first door, man. It's like
Pandora's box.
It, boom, open. All right, I'm in here. I'm about to conquer this joint. Oh shit! Look at that other door. That joint just things are just unlocking and going. You know what I'm saying?
And how much are we leaving unfinished behind as we step through each door?
Word.
You know what I mean? We can't rush through the rooms. You know what I mean? We can't rush through the steps. We gotta live in each step. We gotta make sure that things are done right the first time. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you have one good chance to make something work. One good chance to get that job interview right. One good chance to get this song just right before you release it. You know what I mean? So take the time to do things the right way. Finish them out. You know what I mean? Conquer each mountain. And each mountain will grant you all of its treasures. You know what I mean? It's a slippery slope.
Definitely slippery slope. I mean, also I want to talk to you guys a bit about judging a book by its cover. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Appearance, look. I mean, it's because like every day I might I get this. I mean, where people like see me walking around or something like that. I got this type of look on my face or something like that. People not knowing it's my happy face, but they thinking I'm all stressed out.
You know what I mean?
And think I'm not. I mean, a nice person or a good guy or some shit like that. I mean, the same way how I think somebody on the corner or would be selling drugs or something like that, but I can't do that. Because I'm one of them people.
Might just be waiting for a ride.
I'm one of them people that be sitting on the corner. Nigga, I'm not selling no drugs. I'm sitting there just chilling. Because that's what I'm doing today.
When you live in a city, there's not too many places where you can just exist, be outside. You know what I mean?
Word.
Not everyone goes to parks. Not everyone goes to outings. You know what I mean? Some people just go outside and they walk 20 feet away from their home and they're getting that's their outdoor experience for the day. Sure. You know what I mean? So we can't judge people for getting a little bit of sun.
Like some people could be looking stressed out as hell, but you don't know if they stressed out or they're just like trying to finish what they're doing, or they trying to contemplate how they gonna spend this check because they got an extra check in the mail and now like, damn man, I don't know what to do.
And I'm never going to
like that, you know what I'm saying?
I'll take one of those.
Like you can't judge a book by its cover. You can't think that some bodybuilder ain't a soft-kinded person.
Sweetheart,
I mean,
whatnot.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, where you can't take a person that's tatted up and all crazy like that and think he's stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because of his tattoos or something like that. I mean, which is also a form of expression to some people. But it's
most
like,
people. So, you know.
I mean, you just can't judge a book by its cover, and it's just it would just be wrong for me to tell you can.
I definitely agree with that. I definitely feel like there's a lot of moments where we judge people. A lot of moments where we see someone and we say to ourselves, self, this is this type of person and I'm going to treat him like this. This is that type of person, so I'm going to treat him like this. You know what I mean? We react to people based off of our impressions of people. And if our impressions are built off of prior biases due to any factor, you know, we sometimes don't treat people the way they should be treated. You know what I mean? We see a lot of things now in media and entertainment where we have black students, black customers, or black citizens being persecuted by fellow citizens, co-workers, other students. You know what I mean? Having the police called on them for existing.
It's just crazy because it leads to like another type of fucking type of racism slightly, because it's like what are you doing? Like you're just sitting there being judgmental. You're not offering no type of what's that, constructive criticism or anything like that. You just automatically boom. You know, I can't fuck with this person. You don't know what type of ideas this guy about to come out with. You don't know what this person really is trying to do, what their agenda is. You can't just judge that book by its cover, man. And it's a slippery slope.
It is a slippery slope. And, you know, it goes in other directions. You know, sometimes we see people dress as though they're in positions of power. They knock on your door, they ask for your electricity bill, and you give up all of your information to these people. Where a lot of times, you know, we're not like thinking ahead. You know, we see someone that they say, hey, you have to do this. And, you know, a lot of elderly folk are, you know, taken advantage of by that same sort of type of impression that goes, you know, in a different direction. So we do have to be mindful of appearances, of feeling as though we have to treat someone less or put someone in a higher position just because of how they're dressed or, you know, what they look like. And, you know, I want to say that I appreciate the direction that we're going with my city. You know, in a city where something like the Starbucks situation occurred, and our mayor, who I think does an amazing job, Jim Kenney, stepped up. The Starbucks community stepped up. The gentlemen themselves stepped up, came together, and brought something good out of the situation that started off a little ugly. You know what I mean? And the fact that we have these conversations about race, about discrimination, about judging people based off of color, position, you know, heritage, is putting us in a better position as a people. Because as long as we can talk about it, as long as we can further the conversation, we get to decide whether or not we feel as though it's right or not. People now have a thought of, well, you know what? Maybe I don't think things like that are right. Maybe in a situation where I see it, I'm going to do something. Such as the person that recorded the video and actively spoke out in this moment and said that, hey, they didn't do anything. They were sitting there waiting for someone. You know what I mean? Just a small word. It doesn't take big actions. It doesn't take, you know, the larger, you know, battles that other people are fighting, organizations are fighting. You know, sometimes it just takes the average citizen standing up and whispering over, hey, maybe that's not okay. You know, hey, you know, I've never considered it before, but maybe we should do something different this time. Maybe we should say things different this time, you know, because not all books are interesting, but they're all worth reading because every person has a story, you know. We just got to, you know, appreciate every story for what it is, you know, a work of art, mastery, you know, it's a slippery slope. And as usual, you know, we can wrap it up. We got to live in the here and now. You know, we got to do that which this step demands of us. You know what I mean? We got to appreciate every relationship that we're in. We have to appreciate our coworkers. We have to appreciate the bird that's flying by you and the squirrels that are running by. You know what I mean? We have to live in the moment, like Aristotle said, the thing itself, the here and now. And don't judge no books by them covers, man. Don't judge people. If you see someone and your first thought is something negative, you know, just question the root of that. Because, you know, instinct is instinct. And obviously, I'm not going to tell people not to, you know, clutch your purse a little closer if you feel as though, you know, you got to clutch your purse. You know what I mean? But I do want to say, ask yourself why you did that. Ask yourself if it was just. And look that person in your eyes as you do it. And when you see that hurt, acknowledge that hurt. Because every day, minorities are walking around America feeling hurt by small moments. Small moments that to the person doing it was nothing, but to the people, you know, it means a lot. So stay true to you, you know what I mean? Live in the moment. Don't judge, you know what I'm saying? Be the best you, though, too, you know what I'm saying? When you're out in the world, make sure that you're representing properly. Make sure that, you know, you're dotting your I's, crossing your T's, you know what I mean? You're holding some doors open, because I do that, you know what I mean? Make sure you're polite, and, you know what I mean? Just give everybody the same energy that you want, you know what I mean? Because you can't let yesterday's mountain affect tomorrow's climb. It's a slippery slope.